ever felt like that your to-do list keeps getting longer, whereas your days keeps getting shorter? Don't worry. Today we will talk about something what we call as productivity. Yes, in this specific video, I will be discussing about the tools which I'm using to manage all my work. For those people who don't know, I am Priya, and currently I'm working in one of the companies side by side. I used to create the videos for my YT channel. I used to manage my own platform as well. Apart from this, I have done multiple collaborations with the edtech companies also to teach data science or DSS specific subjects. So I just want to showcase you that how I am able to manage multiple things. Obviously, this video is not about that, okay, this is what something which I am doing. I just want to showcase my learnings and how basically I try to boost my productivity on a daily basis. I hope that these specific video, if you will watch till the very end, will help you out to structure your day in a way that you also able to tackle multiple things in a day. I got this idea because of the yesterday's post in which I have mentioned that in my last month I was busy with lot many projects, and somehow I would be able to manage and give my deliverables on time. So what's the reason behind that? How I have tackled all those projects in an efficient manner? I will try to showcase you everything over here. Again, I'm repeating, my main purpose is to give you guys a demo that, okay, we can do it and we can learn from each other. If you will have any other tools apart from what I am using, you can definitely let me know in the comment section, and do hit like button, share this video with everyone. And with this, let's get started. So in the very first part, definitely without Google Calendar, I won't be able to, organize my day in a pretty much better manner. So definitely you can see on my screen, right, this week's calendar, and you can clearly see that I have dedicated my 8 hours of office work into two splits, 2 to 6 and then 8 to 12, because that's a US based organization. So I have to take care of the night timings as well. So that is how basically the whole, I would say work is divided. Apart from this, currently in this week, whatever with the videos I am shooting, and there are many things which might come on the go itself, and then I will obviously schedule on Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. If you can see my last month calendar, it's quite full. You can see that there is a lot more, because in the last month I was busy with my own course, as well as I was busy with a few other projects as well, as I told you. Apart from that, office work is also there. So you can see that everything I have already scheduled on my calendar, and this helps me to get an idea. Half an hour before on my mobile phone, I got the notification that this is something which you're supposed to do. I'm very bad in remembering things, to be very frank. And as soon as I got the notification, prior half an hour, I am ready that, okay, now I have a meeting with XYZ person and this is the agenda. So I got half an hour to prepare myself, and that is how the complete flow went. So that is the very first tool. I would highly suggest to everyone that at least prepare, the upcoming day. If you can't prepare for a week or for a complete month, definitely prepare for upcoming day. What are the key things you're supposed to do? And definitely whenever I have done any kind of collaboration, I tell to the people as well, please book my calendar. That's the first thing which I told to them, because that helps me to understand that, okay, how my day will look like and what are the important things which I am supposed to close on that day. That's the very first thing. By the way, I was talking about this post, and when I mentioned yesterday this specific post, many people ping me that, Priya, how you are managing this stuff, and that is where I got the idea to create this video, and that is the main reason why I am creating this specific video for you all, right? So schedule your work, and I feel that that will be really beneficial for you. That will help you to understand your complete day altogether. And no need to cram anything, right? I don't usually remember things. I just if we have great tools today, why to remember these things? We have a lot many stuff to remember apart from that as well. So why to remember these specific meetings, that okay, this I have a meeting at this specific timing, just schedule it on the on the way, right? After that, if you will be able to observe, apart from this, I would definitely, as a second number, give the credit to all the AI assistant based tools. I will definitely suggest to everyone, like if you want to boost the productivity in 2024, right? I definitely suggest to you guys that please and explore the tools like Chat GPT, explore the tools like Gemini. Definitely, I won't say that you should require all the OpenAI based specific tools to make your task done. There is a tool called as Claude.ai, right? There are multiple tools that we have. After that, there is a tool called as Perplexity.ai. Currently, I have taken the, I would say, pro version of Perplexity as well. And I have this Chat GPT also in my daily usage. I'm using these two tools specifically in doing a lot of my work with respect to content creation, with respect to the office part as well, in terms of doing the research, in terms of exploring the stuff, in terms of writing the LinkedIn post, creating the YT videos. I must say that these tools are really helpful for me. I have already installed the apps in my mobile phone as well. So as and when, let's say I am commuting from one place to another, and if whatever thoughts I have in my head, I used to write it in the Chat GPT, and I got the idea that, okay, this is how things will go. Be it in a technical side, I would say, or be it in a, content creation side, in every aspect, I think these tools are very beneficial for me. You can also give it a try. I always encourage all the learners of my batches as well, that whatever concepts I am teaching you all, they always ask me that, Priya, how will we prepare for interviews, right? I definitely suggest to everyone that, go and explore on these tools with respect to every topic, whatever topics you have learned. Ask to GPT platform, let's say, that can you provide me the interview questions with respect to this specific topic? And you will be amazed that the very widely asked questions you will be easily able to see with respect to DSA or data science, or be it whatever domain you are in, right? This is the second thing. Obviously, this will be really helpful for me to organize my work in a more structured manner, and obviously to give the faster result. Maybe if there is anyone, I believe, if they are not using these tools, they will be also able to give the result, definitely. But that might take much amount of time as comparable to what I will deliver. So that's the whole idea, in a more efficient manner. So that's the whole idea with which I would say. Now, the third interesting tool on which I am writing also, many people have in the past asked me also that, Priya, where are you supposed to write these notes when you try to teach to us, or whenever you try to create these YT videos? It's a Scribble link, by the way. Okay. So I used to create all my notes on this, Scribble link. You can purchase any Wacom pad editor or any other editor, pad as well, via which you will be able to write in a proper manner. Some people ask that how you maintain this kind of handwriting. It just comes out of practice. That's the whole idea. Initially, when you start writing, it might take some time, but definitely after some point of time, you will be habitual for that. And that's something which happened for me as well. So whatever things I'm learning, whatever research papers I am reading, I usually try to create a note for the same. Or I would also prefer to go with the Notion. For those people who don't know, you can explore this tool as well. It's also one of the amazing tools. And also, I usually prefer to go with a pen and paper, normally the obsolete way via which we used to create our notes. All of these are the different ways via which I prefer to create my own notes whenever I used to do any research, whenever I used to, learn something new on my own studies part per se. So you can also try at this at your end, right? But I always, say to everyone, those who are in the learning stage, please document your learning, right? I always encourage all the learners that whatever things you're learning, because things are changing on a very fast pace, and we are in a era where we need to learn more, right? We should have a T-shaped curve where one way we have an expertise of one thing, but definitely when we're talking about T-shaped curve, apart from the expertise, we need other extra skills as well. So when you're learning something new, try to document it, which will help you to retain for a longer period of time, right? Your memory. After this, I would always follow this metrics. What this metrics says, maybe you have seen it prior as well. It is composed of, you can say, important and urgent criteria. If let's say you're doing some task and that task is important as well as urgent, do it on the go. So for example, whenever I start my day, I usually prefer to go with this first quadrant where the thing which is important as well as this is urgent as well. It has some strict deadlines. It may be my YT video, it may be the course which I am creating for my, you can say, platform, Tech for All with Priya. It may be office work deadline, anything like that. So in that specific case, I don't have, extended foundation for the same. So for that specific scenario, I will do it on the very first part in the morning itself. Whenever I wake up, I get ready, have breakfast, I'll start with this first part. What thing is really important and is urgent? I cannot extend this, right? So for that, go with that specific spirit. So what will happen is your important and urgent task is done, maybe in the first half of the day itself, right? Second quadrant comes into picture where you are saying that this task is important, but this is not urgent. Maybe I usually get the mails for the collaborations per se. Maybe some college is inviting me for an event. Now, this is important, right? But this is not something which I have to respond right now, right? So that is not urgent. So I usually schedule. So this is the task which is having unclear deadlines that contribute to long-term success, right? So this is the second quadrant where you can also try to understand that, okay, this is important for me, but this is not something which is urgent. So I will maybe take it in a later stage. So what you can do, you can go to the Google Calendar, you can schedule that, okay, this is where I will do it maybe at night when before going to bed. I will just check it out and accordingly I will look into it. Now the third quadrant is also very, very important. I would highly say this part is also very, very important. Because usually people, understand the importance of these two quadrants. They know that this part we have to do because we have deadline, and this part we need to schedule because it's not that much urgent. But they don't understand the importance of delegate part as well. The task which is not important but is urgent. For example, let's say I am creating the video, right? But I need the thumbnail for that. I need the edited video for the same. So in that case, it's not something which required actually my own skill set. My skill set is that I have to record this video. So for that part, maybe I will delegate that task to some other person, maybe who is good in that part, right? There are editors, there are thumbnail designers. I will give it to them. You cannot take everything, right? You have a limited time. You have to understand that whatever task is important and urgent for me, I can do it. But whatever task is not that much important, but it's urgent. For example, if let's say I have to release the video on my channel, it's not important for me, but it's urgent that I have to have the thumbnail part or editing part of the video as well. Just shooting a video won't help, right? I cannot release that. So that is where tasks that must get done but don't require your specific skill set. So please remember, delegate is also important parameter in order to manage the time. Same thing is for household work. If you can do, please do that. Otherwise, at least in India, we have an option to afford helpers, and they will help us out in terms of home cleaning, in terms of cooking a food or whatever it may be. It depends person to person. But if you feel that somehow you have a lot of tasks and you are not having a appropriate time to do the cleansing or something like that, please delegate that, right? And focus on more important tasks which you feel requires your own skill set and any other person won't be able to do it in an appropriate manner. And the last thing, again, many people are stuck in the last quadrant as well, where the thing is not important and it's not urgent as well. Maybe you are going to the YT channel to watch any technical video to learn something out of this. But now you got the reels, you got the vlogs, and you get distracted, right? Your time gets wasted. And to manage this specific portion, I personally use the time tracker. In my case, I would definitely tell you, this also very helps you in a very long run. Try to track your time, right? If let's say you are working 4 hours or 3 hours or whatever your maximum sitting is, right? Usually, in my case, it's like I can easily sit with the focused manner. At least 3 to 4 hours I can sit, right? If I don't have any other work, I don't need to focus on any other thing, I can sit, right? So if you feel that I can sit maximum 1 hour, so at least have that tracker that, okay, my 1 hour is completely productive. I have seen so many people who are sitting in front of laptop for 2 hours, 3 hours, but if I will ask from them in terms of quality, what you have learned or what you have done, they have nothing to answer. It's just that waste of time, right? You are sitting also and you're not doing anything. So we have to be very mindful in that scenario, because nowadays having that focus is quite important, because we have a lot of distractions. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have many different social media platforms. Notifications also, people, I have seen so many people, they kept on. I usually make it off always on my mobile phone. Try to make these decisions so that at least whatever things you can do at your own part to avoid these kind of distractions, please make sure you can do that. I usually have a habit that whenever, let's say, I'm doing my productive task, I silent my phone. I usually silent my phone so that at that point of time, no one disturbs me. And after that, definitely you can take a time of distraction period as well, where you can just open your YT, YouTube videos, you can watch the vlogs, you can, see the Instagram reels, but that's a separate time. And you know that, okay, this is the time I have dedicated for this part per se. So this will be always helpful. These things, whatever things I'm saying over here, all of these things, I personally opt it, and I can see measurable changes in terms of doing a lot of productive tasks in my daily basis life. And that is what I'm trying to share over here. This is the overall idea about today's video. I hope that you find it insightful. If you do, please do let me know in the comment section. And if you're using any other tools, I might be also missing any tool, I'm not sure, but whatever maximum important things I know so far, which I'm using on a daily basis, I have already covered up in this video. Still, if you feel that I'm using any other thing apart from this, which helps to make my life much more simpler, easier, and productive, you can please let me know. I am open to take your suggestions as well. With this, bye-bye everyone, and happy learning to all.